When most people think of Kesha, they picture glitter, party anthems, rebellious energy, and chart-topping pop hits. But behind the wild stage persona is someone deeply fascinated with the paranormal, mysticism, spirituality, and the unexplained. Over the years, Kesha has transformed from pop star into something closer to a modern-day seeker of the occult, openly discussing ghosts, haunted locations, psychic experiences, astrology, ritual objects, and spiritual practices that many celebrities would never publicly touch. And to be honest, her fascination with the unknown seems to be far deeper than just aesthetics. Kesha has described herself as having an insatiable curiosity about what exists beyond ordinary reality. And that curiosity eventually led her to launch the podcast Kesha and the Creepies, where she interviews musicians, paranormal investigators, mystics, occult researchers, and spiritual thinkers. The show dives into topics like ESP, UFOs, haunted locations, energy work, astrology, and hidden dimensions of consciousness. One notable guest was Mitch Horowitz, a well-known historian of mysticism and the occult who explores ideas surrounding manifestation, esoteric philosophy, and psychic phenomena. What makes Kesha interesting in this space is that she doesn't present herself as an expert. She approaches it more like a curious explorer, someone genuinely fascinated by the possibility that reality is much stranger than we've been taught. That same curiosity expanded into her television series, which is called Conjuring Kesha, which was released in 2022. In the show, Kesha travels to reportedly haunted or spiritually charged locations across America alongside paranormal investigators, mediums, and celebrity guests. Some of the locations featured were infamous. One was the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, a massive former psychiatric hospital considered one of the most haunted places in the United States. Another was the mysterious Westerfield House, often surrounded by rumors involving occult activity and supernatural stories. But honestly, what separates Kesha from typical ghost hunting entertainment is that she seems emotionally invested in these experiences. She's repeatedly said she feels spiritually connected to the paranormal world. And yes, that includes some very unusual personal stories. Years ago, Kesha shocked audiences when she casually claimed to have had intimate encounters with ghosts, describing them as sexual experiences with supernatural entities. And while many people laughed it off, Kesha spoke about it with a strange mix of humor and sincerity, reinforcing the idea that she genuinely believes there are unseen energies interacting with our world. She even referred to paranormal investigations as a kind of addiction, not necessarily in a negative sense, but as a constant pull towards mystery, magic, and hidden dimensions. For Kesha, the occult doesn't seem rooted in darkness or fear. It appears to function more as a spiritual search, a desire to, quote, as she says, find something bigger than myself. And then in May this year of 2026, Kesha once again made headlines after revealing something deeply personal and undeniably unconventional. She shared that she carries a preserved piece of her own placenta as jewelry, sometimes wearing it as a necklace. According to Kesha, her mother preserved it because she believed it held spiritual power and could help open the third eye, a mystical concept associated with intuition, psychic awareness, and expanded consciousness in many spiritual traditions. And to many people, that sounded bizarre. But within certain esoteric and alternative spiritual circles, bodily relics, ritual objects, and symbolic talismans are believed to carry energetic significance. And Kesha, being Kesha, didn't stop there. She also revealed that she collects teeth from loved ones and even pets, turning them into jewelry and artwork. And again, this might sound shocking on the surface, but throughout human history, hair, bones, teeth, and personal objects have often been used in spiritual rituals, memorial art, and protective charms across different cultures.
Like, I collect human teeth. Let's talk about that. So I've been collecting them for a while now, and I make art out of them. I have my cats had to get their little teeth taken out because they were, their little kitty wisdom teeth. I'm like the tooth fairy.
And didn't fans used to send you their teeth?
Yeah. No, they still do.
Did you ask for that?
Yes. I tweeted it. Well, so I make art. I make jewelry. I've made a crown, like a headdress. I made a belt.
Have you ever gotten anyone that you're like, ooh, I gotta throw this one out? It's a little janky.
Oh, I've gotten crazy ones, and I live for it. I'm currently trying to design a coffee table, and the center I want to just be a bowl of all the teeth. So for real, if people want to send it to me, this is actually art I make out of it.
Wait, the thing you're carrying isn't a tooth, right?
Oh no, that's my placenta. So your placenta supposedly gives you second sight, according to my mother. So she stuck it in the oven, she put it in a box, and she found it when I was 21 years old in the basement. We found it, throw it in the blender, pop it in a necklace, work.
That's your placenta, and it's in there?
Uh-huh.
And do you travel with that everywhere?
Yeah. I love a ritual that reminds me of this esoteric world I prefer to live in. Down here on earth, boring. When I go up into with my spirit guides and the whole realm of angels, that's where I prefer to be.
What's fascinating is that Kesha openly embraces these practices without seeming concerned about mainstream judgment. And in an entertainment industry where image is tightly controlled, she leans fully into the strange, mystical, and taboo. There's also an important layer beneath all of this. Kesha has spoken publicly about trauma, emotional healing, and reclaiming her sense of identity after difficult periods in her career and personal life. And for some people, spirituality and paranormal exploration become a way of rebuilding meaning, reconnecting with intuition, or exploring consciousness outside traditional systems. Whether someone views her interests as harmless curiosity, genuine spiritual exploration, performance art, or something more symbolic, Kesha represents a growing cultural trend. People becoming increasingly interested in alternative spirituality, occult symbolism, paranormal experiences, and ancient mystical ideas. And in a world dominated by algorithms, noise, and surface-level entertainment, maybe the unexplained offers people a sense of wonder that modern life often lacks. At the center of it all, Kesha remains what she has always been: unconventional, unpredictable, and unapologetically drawn towards the unknown. Maybe she's chasing ghosts. Maybe she's searching for meaning. Or maybe, like many people today, She simply believes there's more to reality than we can physically see.